Yeah, what's going on? It's your man, Big A, Smoking No Joking with Big A. Now, my other episode, I got so much good feedback regarding seasonings, I thought I'd revisit that again. So we're going to call this Seasonings Number 2. Everybody know about this. Everybody and their grandmama use some Lowry's, right? And Lowry's is good. The only problem with Lowry's is if you overdo it, then your food's gonna be super salty. Now you know my peoples. Now we got issues with salt and using all type of salty products and high blood pressure, hypertension. I mean, all these things come from extra salt use. So the Lowry's is a good seasoning, but again, be sparing on it because you don't want to over salt your food. The next one, I came up with that Goya adobo, right? And I put this shit on everything. And it just adds a good, not over salty flavor, but it has a way of enhancing the meat, right? And I'm gonna show y'all something in a minute now. And I know a lot of y'all gonna say, oh, I use that all the time. It's in the Goya family. And it's also a seasoning that I use. But this is almost like the Lowry's where it is a salty base. So please be mindful when you're using this adobo to go lightly on it. For my fellow brethren, I done told you this once. I told you 1,000 times. Morton, I want my monies. You can get a light salt, 50% less sodium salt, and it does work well. It will flavor your food. Now, I know my peoples, right? We got to make sure our food got some taste to it. Well, this light salt will add the flavor that you need, but also reduce that sodium intake. So consider it if you don't go with the Lowry's or the adobo. Now, my ultimate, and I tell people this, play with it now. You want to do this dash. This dash is salt-free, meaning zero sodium. It does have flavor. Not only does it have flavor, the dash comes in different types of flavor. Like you got spicy, they got a garlic dash, pardon me. They have many varieties when it comes to this seasoning. Hey, people at Dash, I want my monies. The next group of seasoning is just what I call my special. Now, I ain't gonna open up my cabinet because then you'll see all the ingredients I use for that special K. But I'm gonna tell you these three. And these three are staples that I use on all types of meat. I don't care, for my one brotherins, I got pork on the fork, swine on the mind, I use it on my pork, I use it on my chicken, my beef. I mean, these are staples that I use when I really want to add a punch, a flavor to it. And then I'm gonna give you one special one that you ain't even ready for this, man. Check this out. Now, I know I done said it once, I done said it 1,000 times. My man JC, thank you for this. That's that yard bird. Now, if you get on the image, notice that's a chicken and a pig. So, I mean, yard bird just ain't for chicken or turkey or things like that. You can also put it on a nice cut of pork. And like I said, y'all saw the other episode, I do be frying them pork chops. Now, it says it's a rub, right? But rubs are seasoning. And if you use it in the right way, this will really flavor that chicken or pork for you. So I am a proponent of using that yard bird. This here is my favorite. I went over to my aunt's house. She made me some rice and peas, rice and gandules, chicken arroz con pollo, right? And this Sazon Goya, let me tell y'all something. It comes to stews, it comes to chicken dishes, it comes to chicken. I want you to think about a punch. Right? You want to punch something, you want to punch your flavor up, you go ahead and use this. I figure, they've got instructions on the back there, but you'll use like 1 pack for a family of 4. I mean, you add it to rice, you add it to your chicken. You can still use your spices, right? Your oregano, stuff like you do, but adding this Sazon Goya, let me tell y'all, it just, I don't know how to describe it, but it's almost like putting sprinkles on ice cream. It's just next level. Here's the surprise. I stumbled on this. My man Jay, rest in peace, my brother. I got some seasonings from him one day, and he was telling me, he's like, hey, when you go to the Chinese restaurant and you order some fried chicken, like, it tastes like fried chicken, but it don't. There's like this tangy, like a different taste to it. Not like you just fried the chicken in some flour and seasoning. It's just something different. And he was like, this is the spice I use to get that different, almost Chinese restaurant flavor taste to your fried food. Watch this. This here is that Chinese 5 spice. Now, I ain't gonna say much about it other than you need to get you some. Sun Luck people, holla. And when you do, smell it. And when you smell it, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like that Chinese restaurant fried chicken, but it don't taste like the chicken you make in your house. It tastes like the chicken they make in the Chinese restaurant, you know? So this Chinese 5 spice. Now I've used it on several things. What's the flavor note? It's almost like a sweet, tangy, but it's got some awkward spice, almost like a nutmeg. You know how nutmeg just be different? Well, that's what this Chinese 5 spice is. It's just different, y'all. That's my episode number 2 on spices. Again, look back at the previous episode, watch this one, because I spend time on spices and seasonings, because with those things, 99.9% of your food gonna come out right, at least tasting right. But then the other 1% is on you. And then I'm really focused on the salts. I know my people, y'all done went to your friend's house and the food be bland, so you gotta add salt and stuff like that. I'm trying to tell you, use your spices in such a way where you don't have to oversalt your food, right? I want you to be health conscious about how much salt you put in your food. But if you watch this episode and you watch my previous episode, you know there is a world of spices that you can use, and I hope you experiment. I hope you have fun. You remember that 1.1%? That's the love. Put the love in your food.